What would you do if a giant spider blocked your way? The scout pulled the sling free. The spider stopped. Its many eyes watched him. Rain could hear her own heartbeat. The scout slowly reached into the small pouch hanging from his belt and pulled out a smooth stone. The spider took another step. Its long legs pressed against the web. The strands trembled. Rain backed away. The scout slipped the stone into the sling. "Stay behind me," he whispered. Rain nodded. She had no intention of doing anything else. The spider moved again, closer. The scout spun the sling once, twice, then released. The stone shot forward. Crack! The rock struck one of the spider's front legs. The creature jerked backward. Rain jumped. The spider backed up, a sound like dry leaves scraping together. The scout already had another stone ready. The spider began moving faster. The web shook beneath its weight. The scout fired again. Crack! This time the stone struck near the creature's face. The spider recoiled. Several legs lifted from the web. Rain stared in amazement. The scout wasn't trying to kill it. He was trying to convince it that they weren't worth the trouble. The spider hesitated. The scout loaded a third stone. The creature watched him. Neither moved. For a long moment, the forest stood silent. Then the spider slowly turned away. One leg, then another. It retreated deeper into the web. The scout lowered the sling. Rain finally released the breath she had been holding. Did we win?" she asked. The scout smiled. "Not exactly." Rain looked back toward the web. The giant spider had already vanished among the shadows. Then what happened? The scout slipped the sling back onto his belt. It decided to find an easier meal. He looked down the path toward home. "We should do the same." Rain nodded quickly. Neither of them wanted to stay near the web any longer. Together, they hurried deeper into the forest toward the hidden hollows. Together, Rain and the scout hurried through the forest toward the hidden hollows. Neither of them looked back. The giant spider was gone, and both hoped it stayed that way. "We're almost there," the scout said. Rain nodded. She was tired. Her legs hurt, and all she wanted was to see her father. A few moments later, the routes ahead began to change. What looked like an ordinary patch of forest slowly revealed hidden pathways beneath tangled roots and fallen branches. Nomads hurried in every direction. Families moved quickly toward concealed entrances. Children carried blankets and food bundles. Adults helped elders down narrow ramps hidden beneath leaves and moss. The warning had reached everyone. "We made it," Rain said. The scout smiled. Just in time. The last villagers were already entering the bunkers. The hidden hollows stretched beneath the forest floor like a secret village. Storage chambers held nuts, grains, and dried food for storms and winter weather. Sleeping rooms branched away beneath giant roots. Lantern mushrooms cast a soft glow across the tunnels. Everything had been carefully hidden. To a human passing overhead, there was nothing to see. Only roots, only leaves, only forest. But beneath the ground, an entire community lived in safety. Rain spotted her father immediately. "Dad!" He turned. The worry on his face vanished. "Rain!" Rain raced forward and threw her arms around him. For a moment, he simply held her. "I was worried sick," he said. "I'm sorry," Rain whispered. Her father looked down at her. "You gave us quite a scare." The scout finally caught up. "She gave me one too." Several nearby children laughed. One of them pointed. "What happened?" Rain's eyes widened. "You should have seen it." "The spider?" another child asked. Rain nodded quickly. It was huge. The children gathered closer. It had legs this long. Rain stretched her arms as wide as she could. The scout laughed. It wasn't that big. Rain pointed at him. It was to me. A few more children laughed. Rain crossed her arms. Well, I thought it was going to suck all my blood. The bunker erupted with laughter. Even several adults smiled. Rain's cheeks turned bright red. What? Her father chuckled. The scout shook his head. I don't think that's how spiders work. Well, I wasn't staying around to ask. That brought another round of laughter. Slowly, the fear that had followed them through the forest began to fade. The doors were sealed. The village was hidden. Families were together. And for the first time since the warning began, Rain finally felt safe. If you enjoyed today's story, like, share, and subscribe. More stories are waiting in the forest beneath the trees in the world of nomads.